Yo, it's your boy Jawan X Dine here with another One Piece video. Today specifically I want to talk about 5 major differences between Chapter 1 of One Piece, Romance Dawn, and Episode 4 of One Piece, titled Luffy's Past, the Red Hair Shanks Appears. So, if you don't know, the manga is the main source material of the anime. So what we take from the manga is canon. It's real. It's what it's supposed to be. It's the story, as it is. The anime is an adaptation of the manga. So that being said, everything in the manga is a lot more. It's what it's supposed to be. Anyways. So I rated 5 major differences that I've seen between the two of them, and I'm listing them from least important to most important. And starting off number 5, I'm gonna say swimming. So in the anime, Luffy was said to be a great swimmer, and that's kind of all the anime said about swimming, to my knowledge, that I can remember. But in the manga, Luffy could not swim. Shanks actually called Luffy Anchor because his inability to swim. And Shanks also claimed that how can you be a pirate without being able to swim? And I think now we overlook that a lot because people can get around not swimming. Like, we don't see too many people drown in One Piece, but swimming should be an important quality to have. But yeah, swimming is number 5 for me. Number 4 is how Luffy ate his devil fruit. So in the anime, we have the whole situation with the mountain bandits and Shanks' crew, and afterwards Luffy eats the Gomu Gomu no Mi out of stress. Shanks says, why, you can't just stress eat, or whatever he says. And then they figure out what Luffy's eating and they all freak out. Now in the manga, Luffy and Shanks are actually having a conversation. Luffy just got some food. He's eating the food. The mountain bandits come in. And during this situation, Luffy's already eating the devil fruit. There's actually 2 or 3 panels of him just eating the devil fruit. Like, it's not the most disgusting thing he ever tasted, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that's how he got his devil fruit, and that's how he ate it, at least. And Shanks figured out about this because afterwards, Luffy was so mad at Shanks for not standing up for himself that he stormed out looking for new role models. He was about to look for new role models, and Shanks grabbed his arm and it was just stretching. Then that's when everybody started freaking out in the manga. So yeah, that's another difference. Not a major difference. Either way, Luffy got his devil fruit at a young age, few minutes apart, Nothing too major. Number 3 for me is the dialogue. The dialogue from the Red Hair Pirates. A lot of that was cut out in the anime, just all together. We go into the bar and Luffy and Shanks are actually having a conversation about, Shanks is talking about, we're just going to be here a few more times and then we're going to be gone. Luffy's trying to convince him to come with. In the manga, we have Lucky Roo and Yasop and everybody kind of telling Luffy how great it is to be a pirate, really drilling it into him and inspiring him to be what he's becoming in the manga now. And and even Ben Beckman kind of drilling it into him that being a pirate isn't all just fun and games, but it's a lot of responsibility, and you have to look out for your crew. Like all that dialogue, all that Luffy, getting inspired to become a great pirate. We didn't get that in the anime, and I feel like that hurts it a lot. We didn't get that sense of community. Like in the anime, it kind of was like Shanks was just dropping by, and he was just there for a little bit. But in the manga, we get the narrator boxes and everything, and we see that Shanks has been there for about a year. Like the community knows him. It's like Shanks is a part of that community in the manga. Like even after the incident with the mountain bandits, Shanks actually leaves for a little bit, for a few days, and then he comes back, and he's like surprised that nobody met him at the harbor. That's how much of a part of the community that Shanks' crew was. They would go to the harbor to meet him and his crew when they left and came back. But yeah, so that all of that was just missing from the anime. But anyways, on to number 2, I got Luffy's portrayal, and I really feel like they messed up Luffy's initial introduction to the series in the anime. Now in the manga, mind you, this is the very first chapter. This is how it comes in. It comes in with this flashback of Luffy when he's young. It starts off with Luffy giving himself his scar under his eye, which is with him the whole show. The series, how it's supposed to start, it's supposed to start with Luffy giving himself that scar, trying to prove how tough he is, so he can ride with Shanks he wants to be a part of Shanks' crew. And that was like there's so much with Luffy that's missed. Like, so not only Luffy scarring himself, we didn't get Luffy really fighting back against the mountain bandits. Like, in the anime, I think he just talks, he just complains, he's just like, you gotta apologize, whatever. And the manga, no, he was fighting Haguma. He wanted to get his licks in. Like, you're not just gonna talk shit about my homies and expect me not to do nothing. And in the manga, Luffy was really about that action. He went and tried to, but he was trying to fight, opposed to the anime when Haguma had just stepped on him. He didn't even step on Luffy's head. He had him against the barrel, He had his foot on his face, but in the manga, Luffy was on the ground. They were throwing Luffy around, like Haguma was even like, oh yeah, his body's different. Me beating the shit out of him isn't doing nothing. I can sell him to the circus, And in the anime, they don't really show how tough Luffy is already as a kid, And that's a big thing for a main character to just. But also, I kind of touched on this before with the dialogue, but you don't see how much Luffy was inspired by Shanks and his crew. You don't see how much, like, you just don't get the full extent of why Luffy wants to be what he wants to be unless you read the manga. And it's all in chapter 1. It's so crazy that the anime didn't do it. Which brings me to number 1. The main difference in Chapter 1, Romance Dawn, and Episode 4, Luffy's Past is just that. Chapter 1 is Chapter 1. It's how it was supposed to start, how it was meant to start. And the anime just completely dropped the ball. Like, this is how you're introducing your story to the world. And I don't see why the anime just thought, we're just gonna throw this in episode 4 after, you know, a little something. It wasn't necessary. That chapter 1, how One Piece started in the manga, is so much better than how it started in the anime. And I mean, these are my 5 reasons. You just heard them all. But yeah, that's it. So like, comment, subscribe. This might be part 1 of a 2-part. I might do the rest of Romance Dawn, because I guess technically Romance Dawn, the arc, is all of, you know, Kobe and Alvida and Zoro. All that is part all that is a part of Romance Dawn. So if I can find 5 more major differences, I'll do another video on the next part of Romance Dawn. If not, you know, I'll have some more stuff coming soon. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. It's your boy, Juwan X the Don. And shit, I'm out till next time, you know?